morning, everybody. Today is the 9th of March. Yes, the 9th of March. I slept pretty good. My mom's going to the doctor's today for her heart doctor, but my secretary's taking her because my husband had to use my car to go to Gainesville to do an estimate, and I'm not going to rent a car for one day. And I don't want to drive her car because it's actually her mother's car, and I don't want to have that responsibility. I trust myself. It's other people on the road. So I asked her if she would go, and she said she would because I didn't want to cancel the appointment. So I won't be able to go to that, but that's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I told her to go in with her so that you can relay to me what they say, because I'm sure she's just going to be fine. I'm sure he's going to probably up her medicine to see if she can take more of it, because her blood pressure's been fine. I don't know. But today I am going to make a few things, and if it's possible, I will do a cooking video. But sometimes around here it's not possible. Like it should be a quiet day. My husband's gone. The crew is going to be working all day. They won't be back around. She doesn't bother me when she's here. I mean, I can do it with her here. But, yeah, so I may be able to do that. I'm going to try. I found some neat stuff for Simply Filling. Yeah, so I wanted to try them out. But tonight I'm going to make skinny lasagna rolls. I'm using the whole wheat pasta lasagna noodles. That's going to be 0. I'm not sure if the ricotta, maybe if it's fat-free ricotta, but I'm not using fat-free. I'm using the low fat, I guess, part skim or whatever they call it. And I'm using that, and there's spinach in it. And the sauce that I'm going to use is the sauce that I had the ratatouille I made. And then I had the leftover vegetables that I cooked in a pot. So I mixed it all together and added a can of tomato sauce. Oh my God, it's delicious. I cooked it for a couple of days. It's been in the refrigerator overnight. And that's what I'm going to use today for those, and that's 0. Because the amount of tomato paste that's in it with all the other, I'm not even going to count it. I may count it as a point. I don't know. I'm not really going to worry about it. Today I got up this morning thinking it was Friday. I'm going to go weigh myself. And I'm like, I can't remember what it was that, oh yeah, because my mom's appointment's on Thursday. I'm going, it's not Friday. I got one more day, which is good, because I'm hoping that I show a big loss, because I've got to get it off. No more pussyfooting around. I've got to start incorporating exercise into my fitness thing here, but yeah, all in due time, I guess. So I am going to go, and I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and I'm going to have breakfast in a little bit, and I'm not sure what I'm going to have for breakfast. I want something different, but I don't know. I might have French toast and scrambled eggs. I don't know. But when I do, I will definitely show it to you, and y'all have a great Thursday morning, and I will talk to you. It's going on about 10:30, quarter after 10, and this is a 0 Canadian bacon, red peppers, and onions omelet with fat-free cheese. And when I get done with this, I'm going to get dressed, get my kitchen a little organized, and start on some baking. And I might be able to actually tape some of it. I'm hoping. Looks so good so far. You'll know if you see it. All right, and if not, I will post the recipes up on here. Well, I will either way. So, I'll let you know where I got them from. Because they're not my recipes. They're recipes I got off of Pinterest. Give credit where credit's due. All righty. I will talk to you. Okay, we're going to make lasagna rolls by Skinny Lasagna Rolls. TablePartyOf2.com. This is their recipe. And we're going to give it a whirl. I am going to make some minor adjustments, only because point-wise, even though this is, I don't know what the, I don't think it has a point on this. It's not a Weight Watchers thing, but I am going to, it calls for 15 ounces of fat-free ricotta cheese. Well, I'm not using fat-free. I'm using part skim milk. And I'm going to use 11 ounces, and that's 15 points. Okay, so that has to be divided by however how many noodles I make. This recipe calls for 9, but I'm not using all the ricotta, so it might not make as many noodles, which is fine with me. The other change I'm doing is my spinach. I didn't have any frozen, so I had to use, need 10 ounces of spinach. And what I did was I put it in a little bit of water in a pot here. Where's my tongs? And I'm going to drain this. And when it's all drained, I'm going to chop it. Okay? So if you don't have frozen spinach, you can use fresh spinach, but you have to do this with it first. I bought this for this recipe because I didn't think I had any frozen spinach. And there's nothing wrong with frozen spinach. I prefer to use fresh, but there's nothing wrong with frozen. And believe me, if I had frozen, I'd be using it right now. But I don't. But this is no big deal. So I'm going to get ready to drain this, and I will come back with you when I get it. While you're making your mixture, you get your water boiling for your lasagna noodles. So I have my water getting ready to boil, and I will be cooking those. But in the meantime, while that's going on, I'm going to let you know what you need. And I also put in my extra little quirks, too. So you can leave them out or you cannot. You can, whatever. And I will put this snapshot of this on the video. Okay. You need a ½ cup of Parmesan cheese. You can use the can. It's just as good. This is Reggiano, Parmesan Reggiano. It's very good cheese. You buy it in a big chunk, and you just keep it in a plastic like this in your little cheese box, and it will last you quite a while. And it's for dishes like this is what I use it for, because it does, I think it gives a little extra depth to it, so to speak. Okay, you're going to need 1 egg. I put in chopped garlic. I got about 5 or 6 cloves here of chopped garlic. I chop it as fine as I can get it. The finer the better, the more stronger the flavor. I don't know if you know that. The finer you chop your garlic, the stronger the flavor is going to be. And then I have my 10 ounces, no, my 11 ounces of ricotta. And this ricotta cheese, I tasted it, it's actually very good. I like this brand. I never had this before. It's very good. But it's made with part skim milk. So, yeah, hopefully the points won't be too bad on this. I don't think they will be. And then the next thing you need is your spinach. As you see over here, see you get a lot of juice out of it. Gotta run away here. You get a lot of juice out of squeezing that spinach. And it's very important you get it out of there. And then you chop it. You know, just chop it up. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to put this together. And hang on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to just mix. And then you just put this aside. Okay? Now I'm just waiting for the water to boil. And when it's all boiled up, I will be back with my pan and my noodles. The thing I'm going to add to this mixture is about a ½ cup of fat-free mozzarella. Just to kind of make it stretch a little, and it's free in points on Simply Filling. Oh, I think also Smart Points. And I'm going to use just another little handful there. There we go. Make sure you get it really mixed. Yeah, all right. If you make this the night before, it'll be even 10 times better the next day when you stuff your raviolis, because then you'll have all the garlic and everything will get to marinate through it, and it'll be so good. Okay, my noodles are still boiling. Whole wheat noodles take a little bit, but I'm going to use, you'll see when I do it, and then I'm going to use just, I'm going to figure out how much of this I'm going to use with the 2%, because I do still have some fat-free, and because I want to mix a little 2% in with it too, but I'm going to look at the points, and I will be back when my macaroni's done boiling, and I'll show you the next. I had drained my noodles. I put them on a dishcloth to cool off. You want them to be cool, because if you don't, you put your cheese mixture, you're going to have a sloshy mess, and you want them to be dried. Okay, so I have this plastic board here. I sprayed my pan, and what I'm going to do, now this is the sauce. It's going to be chunky because it's my ratatouille kind of sauce. You can use any kind of sauce. You could do this in a cream sauce if you wanted. You can make a bechamel, you can make a cheese sauce. But we have to cut calories because us little fatties have to eat healthy. But someday we can indulge in those things every now and then, which will be nice. So I just put a little bit down there in the base of the pan, okay? We're going to take a noodle, nice dry, cooled off noodle. Now, I have 8 of these. And sometimes, you know, you can weigh if you want. You can weigh it if you want to make it even. But this is what I'm doing. I am just going to smear it on there until, you know, if I only make 6, then I only make 6. You know, if I have leftover mixture, I don't think I will, because I'm kind of doing this with it. And now we're going to roll it up. You don't want it overpacked, but you do want some filling in there. And you put it seam side down, just like that. And we're going to do all of these. Just do it like this. These are whole wheat noodles, so that there are no points on the Simply filling. And the extra fat-free cheese that I put in here is also no points. Just gotta get some up here. Okay. Now I calculated. I'm gonna roll it up and set it in the pan. Where's my paper here? Didn't I bring it with me? Yes, right here. This is what I calculated it up to be. I counted 15 points for the ricotta. Then we counted 3 points for the third of a cup of God, I can't remember. Oh, of the half a cup of the 2% cheese, which is 3 points. Okay, and the Parmesan that I put in for a cup of that. Sorry about that. This is what I mean. Okay, that's where I need a little help. Alrighty, so as I was saying, let me roll this one up. As I was saying, it's 7 points for the Parmesan cheese. It's 3 points for the half a cup of 2% mozzarella cheese. It's 15 points for the ricotta, and we only used 11 ounces instead of 15. So, it comes to 25, and I've divided it up by 8, because I assume I probably may not get 8. I don't think I'm going to get 8. So we're going to see what we get here and divide it that. But if we get 8, then they're only 3 points apiece. If we get 8. I'm just going to probably put these in the middle a little bit. I'm just going to keep making them until I run out of stuff. So let's see what we get here. cat want in? Yeah, she's out. Oh, no, go get her before the motorcycle goes. Oh, good. Let's get this over with because this is exhausting. Okay. I only made 7, and it comes to about 3.5 points a piece, or you can count them as 4. But what I'm going to do is count them as 4 because I'm going to add the extra cheese of that on there. So we'll just count them as 4. A little bit. I'm going to mix the 2, put that on there. So right now what I'm going to do is take this sauce here, and I'm going to get some off to the side here. See how I can't put it in the tripod because I don't know. I got to look at it. And now we're just going to spoon some over the top. See, and this is full of vegetables. This sauce is full of vegetables. Some of them are roasted. Some of them are roasted. It's my dog barking because one of the workers are leaving on his motorcycle. But he's got a primp before he goes out the gate, and he's got to park it inside the gate. So I said, you know what, let the dog bark at him. You can't, if you leave the dog in the house, the dog will tear up your house to get outside. Okay, I'd like to just put a little bit of sauce in there. You always have extra. You have extra in case he wants extra like my mother will. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mix. I'm having a yogurt for a snack. What time is it? It's going on 5 o'clock. I just put the lasagna noodles in. I had no lunch. I took a nap. I'm not really that hungry, but right now I'm going to have this so I don't go crazy at dinner time. And this is 0 on the Simply Filling. Alrighty, I took it out of the oven, and I've taken my mom up some already. This way you can see what it looks like. Took her a couple. This is one right here. I think one will be efficient. And I took it to her. I said, I said, how many do you think you want? Oh, 2. When I made the plate, I was like, oh my God. I said, you might want to eat one of those tomorrow for lunch. I was going to eat 2, but I think I'm only going to eat 1. Yeah, so I'll let you know how it tastes, but this is what it looked like when it came out of the oven. It smells so good. And, when I get my plate together, it's super duper pooper hot. But I did cut it off, and you can see what it looks like inside. That looks good. And I'm having a salad with it. And this is 4 points for this piece. And when it cools off, I will come back and let you know how it tastes. I'm sure it tastes great, but it's just too hot right now to put in my mouth. Alrighty, it's going on 8 o'clock, and I'm going to end my vlog for the night. I'm having 3 points of sugar-free pudding and 2 points of the Cool Whip light. And this will be it for the night, and I will see y'all in the morning. Tomorrow's weigh-in Friday.